Woo! It's time for a countdown. It is time for a countdown. Welcome to Casino for Life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, this might be the first time you're hearing something like this, and it's going to blow your mind. We were the first ones to really tell you this was going to happen eventually, and what the movement was going on that was pretty weird, and a lot of people responded to the video. YouTube kind of jumped on my back because of it. And we have the evidence to prove it. So right now, they're not going to send out probably too much of notifications and things of that matter due to the fact that Well, this I guarantee you would be the most informative. I just got another text message I had to come through. People trying to tell me Diddy house got raided. I was like, the raid of Diddy home. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm quite sure I know about the raid at Diddy's house. But I also know a lot of things that a lot of people don't know. And we all went through this. I think they were there to raid the home, not make an arrest. An arrest comes normally later after a raid. Sometimes, unless they got an arrest warrant for you, then they can come grab you. Sometimes they arrest you, then they got the grounds to come in for a warrant. What people are trying to do and what they were doing with all these cases was trying to build and lead to an international sex trafficking ring. That's what this is about. This was Homeland Security. So this means that this is a sex trafficking ring that's going international. So this is not just New York law. This is all over. It's international. So they want to know all the parties in the game. Some people probably have given them up. And as you can see, we've already had these discussions before. People think Diddy is hiding in New York. I told you guys a week ago. Wasn't even a week ago, I think. And everybody doubted it. They said whatever. It was clickbait. Just something to make some views off of, what have you, right? Let me show you what actually happened here. It was March 13th. I've been following the patterns, right, since March 14th. And I'm going to share the screen to you so that you can see what actually happened. Here it is. This is my Casino for Life channel. Breaking news, right? They were watching this. The actual Homeland Security was watching this video. Breaking news. Diddy is talking about leaving the country. So once they watched my video, Homeland Security was like, we got to move fast because this guy's talking about leaving the country. That video did 21,000 views. YouTube was contacted about the video, right? And right away, I had weird activity. The very next day, it was 7,000 for a video. Then it drops to 5, 4, 8, 4,000. Then it goes back to 11, then 3,000, 9,000, 5,000, 10,000, 6,000. Then it was going all the way. I had to go and report to find out what they were doing, right? But if we go back to that video in question, the things that were said in this video was so powerful. It shook the pillars. The taxes are sky high. So a lot of people who have California properties, they go through a harder time than most when it comes to this. When you want to say, he was going down a road where he was going to be exposed to a lot, and it ruined him. I'm not going to say that. So what he was saying, they're in Hidden Hills, they're in Calabasas, out there acting a fool. His Diddy has been liquidating properties galore. And it's been right in your face. Y'all just haven't. Now, see, this is what we were telling you. Diddy was getting rid of homes. He was liquidating all of his homes. Seen it and didn't pay any attention to it. Y'all didn't pay any attention. Diddy has been selling everything. Diddy was selling all these homes for a reason. Diddy had all of his homes going around, and he'd been selling them way before this incident was happening. Back in 2018, Diddy was liquidifying money. So I told you guys right away. So this is why Homeland Security moved as fast as they could, because they saw my video saying Diddy is talking about leaving the country. So they said, well, we got to start acting fast. Because this guy, they watched my video and actually watched and saw that Diddy has been liquefying all of these properties under their nose. And they was like, yeah, he's getting out of all these properties. We gonna have to move fast. If we talking about building a case, we just got to go. We just got to go with this raid. Diddy's been selling houses. Holy shit! What was that? He sold that house. That's Patreon only. So sold that house. Exactly. He's selling all these houses. They were treated unfairly for the years. Does not depend on Diddy run DMC. You know, so it's with Diddy. Gene gonna be right there. He don't care what they. Now see, he just got the key to the city and everything. No, because I was the only one to tell you about it. And on the Patreon, if you on the Patreon, all y'all know what I really talked about over there. Just a week ago. And for the first time in life, y'all finna hear about it right now. Y'all finna learn today. There is a trafficking investigation going on that's allegedly involving Diddy and some people he know. and some people that have given information to them about Diddy, and people are getting ready to roll over. There's a lot of people in this party. A lot of people in this party. Now, what you want to ask yourself, is this the party you want to be concert to? Oh yeah, it's gonna get crazy. You think this is just the beginning? Mm-hmm. They they know. They know what's going on. Now that this music producer is coming forward, just 3 weeks ago, all these things are lined up. You see, what y'all didn't get is that y'all thought it was a house. Because earlier they raided his house in LA, right? They raided the LA home. So you saw that today. They came in LA, they raided the house, they took some people out the house. Nobody knew that he was coming by or they were coming by. They snatched him up out the house, right? And then I told y'all I was waiting. And the reason I was waiting, because I said there's going to be more to come. So I'm not going to just jump out there. And sure enough, they raided the Miami home in Star Island. The house he bought for $35 million, he got from Gloria Estefan and Emilio, her husband. It looked like they grabbed his kids out of the LA house, put all those people in the yard. And what I'm told is they're trying to get some evidence, but an arrest warrant for Puffy could be coming pretty soon, as the feds raided both homes, the LA home and the Miami home. But once the LA home was raided, everybody jumped out there. Now everybody is like, oh, they got both the houses. Yes, they got both the houses. They came in boats. I was told Puffy's hiding out in New York. He's at one of Clive Davis's house in New York. That's what I've been told. They don't have an arrest warrant for him yet, but they're going to go and see if they can grab enough evidence in this raid. And if they find enough evidence, then they can get an arrest warrant. I didn't snitch if I talked about what's actually happening and been printed. If I'm showing what's actually happened and been printed, how is that snitching? You must have just got here, C. Smitty, Because if you was paying any attention, you'll see right there. You see the video title right there. It says breaking news. Diddy is talking about leaving the country. This was on March the 13th. Showing him selling all his property because something is coming. That was March 13th. I was like, Diddy has been selling all his properties.
Is a friend of his, Dr. Phil. These people are friends with John Puffy Combs. And even though they're not publicly, backing him, they and properly. But what I've been trying to show you is Diddy has been liquidating properties galore.
Yep, he's liquidating. Normally people getting ready to run or they go to another country, they liquidate. That's one of them. And I'm showing you, selling all these homes.
Well, no, that's the one he just got.
He just got that one, and he got that rated.
And this has been going on before all this cases was even thought of.
Yep, before
this is his house that he throw the white parties at in the Hamptons.
Yep.
That's his old Greater Long Island crib.
Yeah, and he sold all these houses, and I just told you this. I just told you. You think Homeland Security didn't watch that when it said breaking news? Diddy selling off his homes? You thought that was a joke? Because the people that run the world tells you what's going on. And since the guy keep trying to tell y'all, I don't know what's going on. What? Is he serious? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know I own the Patreon channel called Casino for Life? Do you want to see something? Bam! We gonna zoom it in for you. This was 5 days ago. We talked about Clive Davis's what? Bye party. Everybody there was bye. When he had a bye party. Then we're going to go even further. What did we do before that? Whoop, what? Oh my God, what is that? Here is the place. This is March 18th. This is not even a week. Here's the place Diddy don't mention. They're not gonna mention this on TMZ or nowhere because they don't know where it is. Now I'm gonna let you know a little bit about this.
Woo! What's up, Patreons? As promised, it's your boy Casino here. Let's get through. You don't see that there are all of these other places that you don't know about that they have that's called private hideaway mansions and homes. See, they always have a hideaway, and those are not reported. Now, these hideaways, which is supposed to be the $33 million mansion, you're not going to take a tour through the hideaway. Tennis court. I'm saying it wrong. Don't care. Him and his wife. That's right. They don't want your invasion of these, which is supposed to be the $33 million mansion. You're not going to take a tour through the hideaway. Some people do it for attention. Real hideaways, they don't want your attention. That's right. They don't want your invasion of their privacy. That's why they have it. There's a Czech billionaire named Jerry Shimek. If I'm saying it wrong, don't care. Him and his wife Radaka. They own 19.4 acres atoll in the Maldives. It's called Vela or Vila. So when you have this and put to the test, this private island cost $200 million to build in 2014, and it consists of 42 villas, and they benefit from it from a lot of different facilities, including restaurants. They have one of the top shelves. They have a golf course. There's a high-tech water sport toys, tennis courts, spas, and they partnered with Dr. Bergener from Switzerland, who's a beauty and rejuvenational doctor. So you can have your plastic surgeon right there on the land. Now, it is a beyond luxury hideaway. It's one of the top world high-end resorts, right? But not everybody can go here.
See, we're taking you deep inside of what's really going on around the world that you don't know about. This is why we have the Patreon. Because if we said this kind of information in front of the rest of the world, like you're hearing right now on YouTube for the very first time, nobody on YouTube is telling you this. Not one person on YouTube is telling you this. Did you hear the information that you just got? Can you even process what I just put in front of you? There's a lot more going on here than you even know about. Most of you have never heard of this place before in your life until right now. You've never heard of this place before until right now. Who are these people? What do they do? To get these answers, this thing is bigger than Diddy. When you start going on the Patreon and you go hear the rest of that video and you understand what this is really about, we told you this all was coming. So the guy's like, yeah, you just predicted it. No, we told you. Those videos are the proof. You're liquidating homes, meaning you're getting ready to go. If I got a bail, I got to sell what I can and get out. That's what I'm saying. I've named names in that video. I've named names in the previous video. I named names in the Clive Davis video. It is very dangerous. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, if you go to the Patreon, you will not be disappointed. On the Casino for Life Patreon, you will get the information. The Jay-Z murder situation. Right? Everybody's saying they finna reinvestigate Jay-Z because the girl came out and said she was supposed to interview the girl and now the girl is gone and all that. Remember that? Jay-Z's ex-girlfriend who it was classified as a brain aneurysm when she died. You remember that, right? I told you what happened. And if you want to know what happened, you're going to have to go to the Patreon. But we didn't jump on this story just now. We talked about it in 2020. Her nickname was Corey. And Jay-Z's name is Corey. So they had that in common with each other. Now, Beyonce was getting ready to have Blue, right? Through the surrogate. They were getting ready to go into a new venture. Now, this chick here don't know how to go away. She's getting ready to spoil the party. Jay can't have that. So if you want to see what really happened, find out there. I'm not saying Jay did anything. You got to watch the video. Go on the Patreon and get that. But here is something for you to chew on. For those of y'all who never got here before. This is the girl right here, right? She's posing with her ring. When she passed away, she did not have this ring with her. Y'all see that, right? You see that? See that ring? Now, allegedly, Jay-Z gave her this ring. And she was posing with the ring and all that because Jay was like, this is the girl he wanted. He wanted to be with her and all of that. All of a sudden, she would not return the ring back to Jay when they broke up. When she died, that ring was not found nowhere with her. And tell me why Beyonce has that ring. Tell me why Beyonce, how did Beyonce get that ring? Y'all want to debate if that's the same ring? It's a coincidence. He bought two rings. So if you want to know the truth, gotta go to the Casino for Life Patreon, and you gonna start to put this thing together. And you gonna find out that this has been here. Shoot, I'm gonna need security. They got a hit squad coming for me right now. Think this is a coincidence? That the girl that passes away and has this ring and wouldn't return it back to Jay when he wanted to break it off. And this is finna mess him up because she was finna do an interview to expose everything about her and Jay and everything, and then she winds up deceased. And Beyonce is getting ready to have Blue. And then all of a sudden, the ring is gone, and Beyonce now has this ring as her engagement ring on her finger. Learn the truth. Oh, it's 2024? No. You see the date of that? What did it say? April 15th, 2020. We've been told y'all. Y'all just wasn't listening. We've been told y'all. Y'all weren't listening. So it's about time y'all start listening. Because all this stuff that's coming up is old stuff. Y'all the ones behind. I didn't implicate him in anything. I'm just saying, that's a heck of a coincidence, don't you think? Now, Jaguar Wright knows a lot. And I know some of the things she knows and a few things she don't know. I want to know when she going to talk about the Lindsay Lohan incident. I don't think she want to talk about that. Was she there? She might have been there, but she might have been too messed up on drugs herself. But we'll talk about the Lindsay Lohan thing on the Patreon. We ain't gonna do that on YouTube. Now, Jag got pregnant by Jay-Z. Okay, that part I don't know about. I don't remember her ever messing with Jay. Ever in a million years. Those two getting down like that. No. To be honest, she was a pass around chick. She was like, back then, that's what she was doing. She was sleeping with dudes on tour. And if she toured with you, she was pretty much sleeping with you. I'm serious. People was like, they knew what she did, you know? It's a little bit something deeper than that. Lindsay Lohan was a Disney girl. So she was in the same lot. It's a whole thing with her insecurities and everything. And one of the people that we know was starring in a movie with her. And they did the movie together. So he told us basically the whole thing. Like, man, it's like anybody could bang that chick. Like it's really was, yeah. We can only do that on the Patreon, man. We could only do that on the Patreon. That's how bad it was. It had gotten, this was right before it got bad. Like bad. Scott Storch and Jag, yeah, Scott Storch is involved in this picture, in this story with Lindsay Lohan. So to be a long story short, he was there with Jag and slept with Lindsay Lohan in the same facility. They was in the same place, same party. But we'll get to that at another date and time. That's Patreon stuff. We're gonna talk about that on the Patreon. I look like the type of person that hangs out with Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes' wife. Taylor Swift, I really can't be mad at anymore. Hold on. That's my sister. So, well, that would have been her wedding ring then. Whatever ring you want to call it. But you can get anybody to try to tell you that that's not the same ring. No, Taylor Swift did a solid to our family. And that's something like we can't forget that. You know, even though I might feel a different way about her, I can't condemn her. You know, there's no way I could. Now, the reason they raiding Diddy is because they're investigating, Homeland Security is investigating a sex trafficking incident. That's why. And when you go under international waters, different engagements happen. Yes, I will show you a photo that none of you have seen. This is Taylor Swift. Came by the house and visited Delaney. Delaney had terminal cancer, and her last dying wish was to see Taylor Swift. And she was in remission, and it came back aggressively, and there was nothing the doctors could do at this point. But Taylor Swift, they didn't know if she would ever get a chance to meet her. Taylor came, spent the whole day with her. They did their lipstick, they did their nails. They spent the whole day together. So Taylor Swift never posted it. She never used it for publicity, nothing. But that was cool. I'm like, I can't hate on you. much as I can't stand. This is why I always tell y'all I can't really hate on her, even though I can't stand her because the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm like, I'm waiting for this breakup to happen. Yes, if you sign up for the Casino for Life Patreon, you could learn about every detail that happened in there. Now, when you want to talk about the Jay situation. Now, as for Diddy know he is allegedly concert to a lot of people, because a lot of you guys think it's Epstein, right? Y'all think it's just Epstein, right? You know, since we doing this, I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of some more Patreon stuff. Y'all want to see some more Patreon stuff? Epstein is a minion. He's this small in the game. He's this small. I'm gonna give you a little glance of some more Patreon stuff. Lena said no. All right, I'm gonna give you all a little sample of some more Patreon stuff right now so that y'all would understand. Hold on. See if I can share it. That's what happened to Bruno Mars. We can only talk about that on the Patreon. That's what really is happening with Bruno Mars. That's the Clive party. We were just going over that. That's Cena and Mike Tyson getting ready for the fight. He's like, I'm a crush his soul. I'm a crush his soul, man. Tony Kukoc, Dennis Rodman. Woo, me, the sexy Kimberly. Eminem. Yeah, that's Eminem back when they made him a rap battle champion. Okay, that's boxing interview. Sometimes you need to fail at business. It's business talk. Joe Budden, and I'm talking about the music business. The Boeing whistleblower got murked. Man, it's this far down? Look at that. Jay been copying Nas since the beginning. Look at that. Ah, here we go. Now, this is New York City, ladies and gentlemen. This is New York City. And in New York City, you would probably think this is an old firehouse. Like where the fire truck come out, you would think they was filming Ghostbusters or something here, right? This look like an old rundown place. What if I told you The world's most powerful people in the world meet here. And we're talking about alleged traffickers, Epstein, Maxwell, all of them meet here in New York. New York City at this place here.
Now,
it's closed down now.
It was hired entertainment.
They hired entertainment. I named the names in this place. And they were like, all of this is on the inside. They have the moose antlers inside the place. Only high-end special people can go here. This is one of the most richest women in the world. If I was to say her name, most of you buy their apparel. See these people here? One of the most powerful families in the entire world, actually, and definitely the United States. These are the Lobes. Alexandria Loeb.
There is no cure in sight.
Everybody's at this party. You're going to learn all the names. You're going to learn players in the game. Right? All these players in the game. Y'all keep thinking Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. No. You see, the problem in this matter that y'all don't understand is that the rabbit hole goes deeper. You always look at what they tell you in the news. Epstein is just an idiot. He was a minion. He had his own island and everything. He was a broke guy who became rich and ended up hanging out there because he was a weirdo like McAfee and all the rest of those guys. It's a lot of sickos, but you got to understand, this is generational wealth. These are wealthy families, the Cox, the Lobes. You guys got to understand, this is much bigger than what you've ever imagined. Epstein is a mental. Why do you think they took him out? You ever thought about that? Oh, he killed himself in the cell. Oh, really? Not the Lowe's, the Lobes. Loeb apostrophe S. The Cox family. On the Patreon, I told you the name of the person that ran the entire world. Y'all got to start putting these things together and realize this thing is crazy right now. Nobody else on YouTube is telling you anything like this. Who did Diddy have beef with? Who did Diddy have beef with? Who did he ruffle the hornet's nest and try to embarrass? Who did Sean Puffy Combs think it was okay to go ahead and beef with? The liquor company. Here it is, Diageo. No, tell me the name. Tell me the name. right? And I'm going to explain all this to you real fast so you really get it. We got the company, Diageo, right? Who is the person? Who's the owner? Come on. I want y'all to think. Diddy owns nothing. Tell me, I want you to think now. Who is the owner of Diageo? Who was the person he was calling out, saying they were treating him unfairly? Come on, y'all. Y'all can't be this bad. My God. Oh my gosh. I'm almost ashamed right now. You can't. Oh my God. Are we serious right here? Do you know Debra Crew is now the CEO of the company, right? In the corporation. So when all of these people went to court to try to sue, she came from PepsiCo. Debra Crew. And you say, well, how do you know all this, You finna find out. You finna find out real fast. All right? It's a London, England company. Javier Ferran, yep, who's the chairman, right? And Debra Crew, right? They make $23 billion. I want to share that tab with you. Right there. There it is. Javier Ferran. And Debra Crew, who worked at what? PepsiCo, Mars Company, dryers, tobacco, and everywhere, right? Where is the plant? Where is the office? Here in the United States for Diageo. I want to see if y'all catch this. Where is the office for Diageo here in the United States? Somebody said Washington, D.C. I want to see. Come on. North American headquarters. They got one in New York. Take it back. Oh, I hate that. I don't want to go join your organization. I don't need to do all that. Go to maps. Bam. Now, you guys can see the maps, right? Okay, you guys are seeing the maps. Let's take a closer look. All right. Can they let me zoom in? There we go. Now, all the way over here, you got North America, one office here in New York, North America. Right? Now, let's get to what's really going on. That's right there by Tribeca. right? That's the North American office. One in New York. This is the United States, the whole United States of America. Let's zoom in so y'all can really see. This is the whole United States of America. Look at this. Nothing on the West Coast, nothing else. New York, and what are those two dots right there? Here we go. You finna get all your answers right here, buddy. You finna get all your answers right here. Where's this office? Oh my God. What did that city say? What does that city say, ladies and gentlemen? I'm zooming all the way in, so y'all finna see. You're gonna start to see and get your answers real quick. Chicago, my kind of town. And where is Sino located, ladies and gentlemen? Where is Carcino from? Chicago. Wow, what a coinky dink that I would know this corporation. The major corporation that Diddy works for, who owned his liquor company, a $23 billion industry in the city of Chicago. Oh, but it's, hey, no. Wait a minute. There's more. There's more. Hold on. Don't think that's it. Don't think this is it. Remember, there was two dots, right? Gonna show you. I'm like Missouri, because I could show you. The one dot is there. That's the office. No other place in the United States have this dot. What is that dot for? Those are two offices. This is another dot. Where is this at? This is in Illinois too, in the suburbs, by me. Only not that far down in Plainsville, Illinois. What is this dot? Oh, I know what that dot is. Boom. This is the warehouse. All of the liquor in the whole United States of America is here in Plainsville, Illinois. So all of their liquor brands come from this plant. So I know what was going on. I know people that work at this plant. There it is. That's the train line bringing the liquor. Them the trucks. They water everything. Look at this. Deliveries and construction deliveries, anything that they need is right here. Brewery right there. People that worked at Rexham went to work out here because they was offering money out there in Plainsville. And they was taking the drive all the way out to Plainsville, Illinois. And they was putting people up there to live in these little farmhouses out there. And it's like nothing in Plainsville. I'm like, why would you go drive way out there? For work. Now remember, I told you, Debra Crew was just selected. You see what I'm saying? So now y'all starting to get the full picture here. We have a lot of information that a lot of these people don't have. What's up, Certified Clyde? They own Ciroc. They own these people. They own a lot. And Diddy wanted to call them out for discriminating against him because he was black and saying that they were distributing to African Americans and all that and just giving them the crap liquor and the way they were marketing to them. Now, he tried to embarrass them by bringing them to court. And the fact that Diddy won in court, the first wave, he won. And they had to go to court and they were dragging and ruining their name. So they decided to come after Diddy. And they brought the storm. All of this is a result of them, Diddy, messing with people he can't mess with. So let that sink in. Oh, the rabbit hole gets even deeper. Because they're connected to another billion-dollar family, the Arnott's. Who are the Arnott's? You know those people, right? What does the Arnott's own? But before we get to the Arnott's, let's stay with Diageo for a minute. Let's stay with them for a minute. Okay? Let's stay with them. Because we kind of didn't go through the Debra Crew situation like we should have. You know, as far as her coming into the picture, and now she just took over and it's like she came out of nowhere. Debra Crew. I want to kind of enlighten people to the situation. Debra Crew, and it says Mars Company, right? Debra and Crew, right, is now the president and CEO of Diageo. This just happened. She's 53, came from Hawaii. Where did she go to school? University of Denver and University of Chicago Booth School of Business. And she's already the president of operations there. She had a senior manager position at PepsiCo Mars Corporation. How do I know this woman? How do I know this woman? First of all, let's go through this. PepsiCo. It's a huge building. Now, they got places all over the world, right? But where do I know her from for PepsiCo? That she would be out here doing this work. Well, let's pay attention. It's a small world after all. This is the place she used to work. Let's go ahead and check this out. I had did a live stream from here. Boom. PepsiCo announces immediate shutdown of Barrington, Illinois PepsiCo Incorporated in 2022. Whoa, what happened? PepsiCo permanently closed in Barrington, Illinois, which is about 20 minutes from where I'm at right now, which I take it right down Main Street. Know exactly where it is. I had a meeting with that PepsiCo company. I had a meeting with them. Right at that facility. When Pepsi was talking about using product placement and all that stuff, I was like, cool, because you know I got movie credentials as well because I review movies. Pepsi had just took over from Regal. Coca-Cola left Regal and moved over to AMC. This was a major deal. And Pepsi ended up coming in and saying, we're going to take over with Regal. Regal ended up closing most of their theaters. Pepsi ended up shutting down in Barrington because of it. That was one of their pipelines. I was in, because I do movie reviews and I got credentials and all of these things here, and I do my YouTube channel. Pepsi and I was having a conversation years ago, and it didn't go right. And I said, no, I'm not really feeling what Pepsi want to do. What Pepsi wanted to do, and I want y'all to hear this, what Pepsi wanted to have happen was they wanted to come in and they were going to pay me for advertisement and this and that. Now it's like, okay, we were going to pay you for this and that, but you're controlling what kind of ads I get now. You're trying to say all my other ad revenue I can't get. I got to be exclusively Pepsi. That's exclusively some bullshit. No, I'm not. I don't work for Pepsi, dog. You could give me a deal, and the video I do with the Pepsi in it, yeah, but I'm free. I'm a free agent. I'm an independent contractor. I can do what I want to do. So I'm like, Pepsi, you can take this deal and shove it. You see, that's how you got to know how to turn down deals. Y'all don't pay attention to a lot of things happen in the world because y'all are distracted by a lot of nonsense. You see it right there in front of you? I don't know if you guys can see it, right? Oh, no, you probably can't. Let me see it. Oh, there it is. Regal Cinemas is switching to Pepsi products, and Coke went to AMC. That was January 7th, 2020. As I told you, all my information is basically researchable. It is not a coinkydink. Everybody calling my phone like, dude, stop. They gonna come get you. I exposed Jamie Foxx and the whole Hollywood business, right? Part 1 and part 2, right? All of this was exposed. The Katie Holmes, the Tom Cruise, all of the Nicole Kidman thing, all of this was exposed to all of you on the Patreon. How all this stuff come together, right? Y'all gonna learn today. We talked about all this stuff. Y'all didn't want to listen. When we talked about the real wake-up call, we talked about what's really going on out here. Remember the movie Sounds of Freedom, which is about the human trafficking? We told y'all the real wake-up call. What does it say? A lot of people are making this race-related, which means they didn't actually research anything. The 3 most worshipped entities on this planet to the day are the moon, aka the mother, Isis, the sun, aka God's son, Ra, Jesus, Zeus, and Saturn, the father, El, Elohim, Cronus, Father Time, the Grim Reaper, Malak, Baal, etc. Israel, the star of David, the divine is a sex symbol. The triangle pointing up is a phallic symbol for fire, red or man. The triangle pointing down is a feminine symbol of maternity. A diamond upside down is a pussy, right? Symbolic water, blue, or woman. When a man and a woman come, what y'all talking about, together, a child is born, which is why Jesus, aka the Son, is also put in the center and referred to as to the Jesus star, right? This is like Sunday service for y'all. Brings in mathematics. It brings in a lot. And then, of course, we talked about him. But we expose a lot of things that people don't understand. Beyonce going to the country music charts. We did all that. No, they're breaking astrology down to the science of religion, combining them by saying when they say this means this, and this, connecting it to your religions. So when you see it, you'll understand it more when you're able to sit there and read it for yourself in full. As we was giving you examples of what these things meant to them. If they said the moon, the star, this was representing this, and this. So we're trying to explain to you. Oh, these people are so goddamn stupid. People have worshipped him as a son, not your religion. Okay, in other people's religion, they have worshipped him as the star, and this person is the son. You got to understand the son, God, the son of man, God's son. There's people that worship the son. Okay, you might not. That's perfectly fine. It's just saying. I don't know what's going on around here. He was a man. He wasn't a star, man. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do, man. I try to help, man. I just try to help. I just try to help as much as possible. Now, there's only so much you could do. Now, on the Patreon, we expose a lot of the dark secrets of Hollywood because we happen to know a lot of them. A lot of people just think it's just garbage, and then now they're starting to see it come out and say, Sino, you was talking about all of this beforehand, and you was pointing all of this out. The hell I gotta join to unlock? The hell you mean? All right. When did I sign out of my channel? This is some goofiness. Hold on. They trying to lock me out of my own page. So I'm like, what the hell are you doing? They tried to lock me out my own page. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right. Finna say, y'all finna, man, it was finna go up. It was finna go up. Now, here we go. Let's take a look. I told y'all back in September of 2020, Brett Ratner and Russell Simmons are Hollywood's next targets. I told you before this man got up and ran. I told you. These two guys were the targets of an investigation. And that's why they got up and went now. Russ just got served in papers in Bali. They came and got him. Brett Ratner. That's why you ain't seen another Rush Hour. He was a mess. Him and Russell Simmons done some unthinkable things in this world that would Me Too them and lawsuits for the rest of their life. They were the next targets. I told you. And what happened? What happened? Been doing this. We know the things that was going down. September 2020. So I told you, we've been on this. This is no surprise. DJ Vlad caught in a trafficking situation. Who's the girl, Vlad? You was getting exposed by Da Vinci. You're covering up. You helped cover up this human trafficking situation. What happened, Vlad? You was called out. So if you're not on the Patreon, you need to get on there right now. Oh yeah, I exposed a lot of Hollywood secrets on there. John Travolta's unsecret secrets are coming back to haunt him. Oh, buddy boy. You didn't know about old John. I had to wear a bulletproof vest. I thought they were going to pop me through the window. The uncut version of Christian Keys. The secret world they don't tell you about. This is what I be telling y'all about. This whole world in Hollywood is crazy. Y'all think this thing is a joke. This thing is way bigger than some Diddy. Diddy ain't got nothing to do with no bigger thing than this thing right here. These are billionaires, and they play a very different game. And it goes on just like John Wick. How they got a world under in your world, billionaires have that too. On the Patreon, I name a lot of names. I can't really say them here, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Then I'm going to have to get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and subscribe to the page. Let's get into this. Because I'm going to say it right now and be clear with it so everybody can know what's going on. The man that ran this entire world, I made the video a long time ago. And people never believed me. They just thought I was doing it for clicks and views because, like I said, they don't get it, right? They don't understand. So when you got people that don't understand what you're saying because they never heard it before, it don't make sense to them. So they just immediately shut it down and said, oh, that don't make no sense. Oh, that's wrong. That don't make no sense. That's just dumb. That don't make no sense. That's why they say it don't make sense, because it's quick and easy to just dismiss it. Right? It's easy to dismiss something. There it is. I had to go find it. Now, remember Jada Pinkett in her book said the mystery man she was dating? Right? Well, there he is. The mystery man in her book that she was afraid of and she thought was going to hurt her and kill her at the time was Wesley Snipes. And we got the whole video right here. The mystery man Jada Pinkett had to protect herself against. Wes. She was scared Wes was going to hurt her real bad. So we know who the person in the book was. Now, you can see that also on the Patreon. Don't forget to go to the Casino for Life Patreon, and there it is. The man who runs the world. That's May 1st of 2020. Let me zoom in for you. The man who runs the world. I did the video, and I told you the name of the man who runs the whole world. I don't know if he's still alive or dead, but I gave you the name. And now for the first time in the world, I'm going to give you guys here the name. The man who runs the world is Salvatore. No, I'm sorry. Francois Mercate. Francois Mercate. And you will never find his name anywhere. You will never know anything about him. He is scrubbed off the internet. People are like, how do you know that? And for the past 4 years, everybody has been like, I don't believe that. He's a French Canadian who lives in Switzerland in a castle. He controls everything. If you watch that video, you learn everything he controls. And for 4 years, people kind of say, you just made that video up for clicks and views. I'm like, I would have put it on YouTube if that was the case. But I didn't. It's on the Patreon only. And in fact, if we go back and we just go 4 years into the future, until now, March 18th, one of my Patreons actually did a justice for everybody involved. See, who told me this? Buddy, this has been known for years. This person decided to research, named Decon. He said, here's a link. He went to try to find out what was going on with the Mercati family. Because he couldn't find Salvatore. So he said, look, let's go here. And what do you know? You have the genealogy of the Mercati family. Why is this so important? Oh, you finna see. For the very first time in your life, this is some information you don't know anything about. That's very dangerous. And you finna know right now. Because I pay attention to the world, buddy. Who's related to him? Prime Minister of Canada, Louis Stephen of St. Lawrence, Celine Dion, Betty Thompson, Madonna, Matt LeBlanc, Alanis Morissette, Angelina Jolie, Madame Maricate, the painting that's in Paris, the Prime Minister of Canada, Ari Levine is connected, Renee Ganon. And you click on them and you'll see how far and how many more they're connected. Anna Paquin. If you click the seal, you'll see the United States presidents that are connected to the Maricate family. Amy Adams. These are just people there. The Pope, Patrick Henry. All these people are connected to the Maricate name. And this is when I told you that guy ran the entire world and you guys laughed and said I was lying and I didn't have any information. I did it for hits and views. So for 4 years, I've been hearing all of this nonsense. And now you see some connected to family dots. All connected to people that run the whole globe. Beyonce Knowles is connected to the Maricate family and her mother, on her mother's side. The artist, Paul Rubens, the Grand Masters. Look at this. The Belgians, the Nassau, the generals, Prince Albert II. All of these people. Look at this list. Ellen DeGeneres. We know what she's connected to. Jim Carrey, Justin Bieber. The Ernest Hemingway, Jennifer Lawrence, Gina Davis. Look at this list. The King, Jared Leto. The Ministry, Ricky Gervais. The German warrior, right? One of Hitler's men, Phil Marshall. Zoe and Emily DeJeanette. Mitt Romney, Dan Aykroyd. Look at that. Alex Trebek, Chris Pratt. All of them, I tell you, they run Hollywood, Brie Larson. All of them are connected to the Maricate name. Now, you still think Sino's crazy? You think Sino just made that name up? Did you think Sino just said, hey, I'm going to think of a name and just say it? No, Denzel Washington. Let me see how Denzel, you click on the picture and it breaks down how it connects all the way back to the Maricate family. It breaks down his whole entire family tree and how they connect back to the Maricate family. Each photo you click on will take you to a whole breakdown of their biological connection going all the way back. To 1246 BC. But what you won't find, even on this list, is the name Francois Maricate. He is scrubbed off of the internet. You can believe that. Look, Adrian Hepburn, all of this. So the Merikate name is synonymous with this world. That their ancestry line is all successful. They make sure of it. Look at this. It goes on and on. These are the direct bloodline descendants of Charles Merikate of Feecamp, Normandy. And sons Jaquez and son Nicholas are related to my own Merikate line. And the Merikate spouses. Look at this. U.S. congressman. Look at that. The coach for the Homeland City Thunder, John Cena, all of these guys. So as you can see, I ain't crazy, man. So y'all need to be on the Patreon, the Carcino for Life Patreon. That's all this means right now. This is serious. This is bigger than what you can ever imagine. I keep trying to tell you guys, we give y'all the information out there on the Patreon because YouTube can't really, I know YouTube finna go crazy after this live stream's over. They coming after Diddy because he embarrassed those billionaires, and that's what this is really about. They finna embarrass him and destroy his name. So shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Armando Black TV, Tick TV, welcome to HDII TV. Follow them too. I would send the link Outlaw, but now ain't the time. I got to get out of here at 7 o'clock. I'm already late. So take care. I'll let y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe here if you're new and hit this notification bell so you get all of them. My Cash App is Carcino. Thanks for all y'all super chatted. Y'all got a lot of information that's supposed to be for Patreon only. Y'all got a taste today. There's a lot more on there. And we out.